Good morning. It is morning as well. I'm going to be making a coffee this morning out of my Jebena, which is an Ethiopian traditional Ethiopian coffee pot. It's made out of clay. It's quite simple in design. Basically, it's got a wooden stopper. You fill the grounds of coffee in through the top. You pour your water in, and then you stick it on the boil. And once it's boiled, coffee's done. Leave it to stew and sit for about 5-10 minutes, and then you pour it. Now, a bit like tea is quite a sacred drink to the Chinese, coffee to the Ethiopians is very similar. So there's a right old ritual that goes on with making coffee and the pouring of it. Now with these traditional pots, this is my second one because the first one got broken by the cleaner. Come over from Ethiopia because my wife works with a lot of African countries in the business that she's in. I went over to Ethiopia not last year but the year before. But like I say, they're made out of clay, totally traditional design, although depending on what part of Africa you go to, they vary very slightly, I've found out. Inside, in the neck, supposedly is a horsehair filter, which obviously filters the coffee grounds from coming out. Whether there is one in this or not, I've got no idea. No way of telling. The other thing to remember about these is A, they get hot, but B, if you leave them with coffee grounds and water still in them, the clay is porous, so it actually leaks out the bottom. So as soon as you used it, you've got to empty it out. I'm using, if you can see that, Black Lion Coffee, all the way from Ethiopian Black Lion Coffee, which is really good coffee. I keep the bag in the fridge. I keep a bit out on the side, so in a tin, so I'm always ready to go. So not always easy to get it to go down in the neck. I normally do about 2 teaspoonfuls. There we go, we're in. And then to pour it, I generally use a jug, it's easier, and a mug, so I know how much water to put in there. So I use one and a half mugs of water, fill it up, there we go, done. Quite simply, put the stopper on, turn the burner on, you can see all this, can't you? There you go, and then gently stick it on the boil and leave it to do its thing. It sits in its own, I don't know whether that's a bit of cardboard or what it is, or a bit of, I don't know, but woven with some sort of decorative, now it looks like plastic to me, but it could be coloured straw or reed. Couldn't even see any of that, could you? Yeah, so it sits in that, which is perfect for the job. It's got a rounded bottom. And yeah, it just does its stuff. So I'm going to let that boil through it, or let that come up to boil, and then we'll go from there. So I'll stop you there, and you can join me back in a minute or two. Right, well, we're up to temperature now. Bubble it away. Turn it off. You can see that it's boiling. We've just brought to the boil there. So it's all right to pick up. And then what I do is I tip it over an angle like that so the spout is level. And you just leave that for a bit now, because obviously the water's getting mushed about in there. So you want all the grounds now, all the coffee to settle down. So leave that for a few minutes. It's not going to get cold because the clay pot is nice and warm. And then we're going to pour it into the cup. I take sweeteners, and because I've got a sweet tooth, I'll take 3 of the things. Drink quite a bit of coffee, probably too much. Always have a milky coffee first thing in the morning, sometimes 2. And when I'm in the truck, I always make a flask of it, or a thermos cup. And have that for the first couple of hours. And normally when I stop, I have another one. And then sometimes another one after that. So I can have 4 or 5 big coffees up until about lunchtime. Then I'll switch to tea. Tea and honey, no milk. Oh, lovely. Super sweet, 3 sweeteners, big spoonful of honey. Medicinal. So remember that Ethiopian coffee is it's a traditional drink, and they pay a lot of attention to how it's poured and how it's, you know, there's a right old ceremony going on. So all done, all looking good. I say it's not a quick cup. Can't rush these things, but it's first thing in the morning. I don't know what time it is. I think it's about 8:45, I think. 8:45, 9 o'clock in the morning. And I'm going to have this, and then I'm going to prep a sausage casserole, which I'm then going to cook in the slow cooker. And that'll be ready for about, well, whenever we want it tonight, about 7, 8 o'clock at night. I'll talk you through that. I bet you can't wait. It's dead easy. So if you want to know how to make a sausage casserole, watch out for the next video. Very simple. So anyway, let's give it a pour, see what you think. Can you see that over there? Quick check. Yeah, you can see that, can't you? You can see that? Yeah. Right, here we go. Pour it really slow. There we go. Leave that now to just cool down so I can rinse it out in a minute or 2. And there we have a nice dark, be open for you could see it, nice rich dark cup of Black Lion Ethiopian coffee. Oh, smells wonderful as well. Too hot to drink. Most of my coffee I add milk or coffee whitener, coffee mate. But with Ethiopian coffee, because it's so nice, I tend to drink it black. So I've got to leave that now for well, a good 5 minutes to let it cool down, and then I'll be setting about it. So thanks for watching that. Another video on how to waste 10 minutes of your life that you'll never get back again. Thank me for it later. See you later. Cheers, bye.